Hey guys. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dutch. This is my channel, Dutch's Divinity, and we do lots of stuff here, but today we're going to be doing Singing Bowl. And for those of you who do know me, hi. Welcome back. Thanks for being here. And, yeah, I've got some good Singing Bowl for you today. So today is actually, I wrote it down because it's super long, the name of what today is World Day for the Prevention of and Healing from Child Sexual Exploitation, Abuse, and Violence. And so when I learned this, I of course wanted to do something to support that. And yesterday we did go and do a whole meditation in support of this frequency today. And then also as well, I wanted to do this singing bowl today. I will say that I am really missing Cornica today. Like, I really have a heavy heart. For those of you who don't know, I mean, most people know who Cornica is. Cornica was my cat, and she passed away. So I woke up this morning and I thought I saw her. I think I did see her. I think I did see her spirit. So it was like sitting on this little seat that she used to sit on. It was like her princess chair, I used to call it. And I woke up, hey Lizzie, hey Nikki, be sure to like the live, everyone. Yes, thanks. Be sure to like the live so other people get notified. But yeah, so I really thought, I think I did see her this morning, and she was sitting on her princess chair, and it's just like, I just instantly like burst into tears because I just miss her so much. And I wish I would wake up and she'd be there, but her time in that vessel is up, and I gotta take what I can get with the spirit sightings and everything. I was just like telling my mom earlier, I'm like, because my mom's like, but she's still here. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but like, I miss when she was here as a cat, not as a spirit. So I'm grateful her spirit is here. I truly am, but I miss my little kitty. Yeah, so I'm just feeling that today, and then on top of it, you're beautiful. Thank you. Hey Celeste, how you doing? On top of it, I'm definitely feeling emotional with like what today is about, and if you know me, you know that like protecting children is really, really important to me, and yeah. Thank you to the moderators. Protecting children is really important to me, so my heart is just like really, I'm feeling it today. I'm feeling the frequency of what today means. Hi, I'm so sorry. Thank you, Noah. It's sad, but it's part of life. That's what my mom said too. Not to just keep talking about my mom, but I was like, I hate that like people I love and like animals I love have to die and I have to be like left behind. And my mom was like, well, death is the price of life. And that's the freaking truth. I'll tell you that. Hi, Melly. Hi, Kenna. I'm pretty good here to support you. Thanks, Celeste. Thanks for spreading awareness about this day. Yeah, of course. Actually, the username Bloody2808 is the one who made me aware of it because I had channeled that something was coming on the 18th, and then when she looked it up, it was this. Hello, Justin. Mad Haven, I'm sad because my cat passed away, and she was my best friend for 9 years, so it's just been hard, I think everyone can relate to that. Anyone who's ever had an animal, it's a different kind of love, But I did send an email. I actually found Cornica on Craigslist, and I was like, you know what? Let me just check Craigslist. Let's see what's going on Craigslist. And like an hour ago, someone posted 2 kittens that need a home. So I emailed them, and maybe they'll be mine. So just send me positive energy if you can for that. I feel you. I'm on holiday for 3 weeks and I had to leave my kitty to my husband. I miss him so much but can't wait to see him again. Well, girl power vlogs, you give your cat like the biggest hugs ever because you just never know. Like Cornica was healthy, and then in a matter of like 2 weeks everything changed, and life just happens fast sometimes, and you know, just make sure you live your life to the fullest and that you love people and animals to the fullest, you know. It is. I'm sorry. Yeah, it does suck. It's okay. I've done the internet mom rants too. Celeste, you're funny. Jesus loves you. Thank you, Calvin. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Thanks. 9 beautiful years. Yeah, and you know what? I'll tell a little Cornica story. So, I don't know if I've ever told this. I know I've talked about it a bit on the Patreon and stuff, but like, Cornica was found in the woods. So, what happened was the family who found her in a box with her other siblings, some alive, some passed away, and they were in a box just left alone for dead in the woods, and Cornica had such a bad eye infection and ear infection that she was deaf and blind. So, they found them, they took them to the vet, they sent the other cats that were still alive to the shelter, and then they took Cornica home. But they had already ordered huskies from like a breeder, so they already had these other dogs that were like coming. And so when the dogs came, Cornica did not like the dogs and they didn't get along, so that's when they put her on Craigslist, and that's when I found her. So it's like Cornica really does have like 9 lives, like, and I know you're right, like it was 9 beautiful years, and I'm super blessed to have had that time with her. I'm blessed that she survived everything she did, and I wouldn't change it for the world. I just miss her. Yeah, exactly. She is my child cat. That's sad. I've been had a cat. Yeah, cats are really wonderful. Don't cry, please, buddy. Relax. I know, it's just an emotional day. You know, some days it's easier than other days. That's the crazy thing about grief, is like, the other crazy thing is like you'll never see them again. Like that, some days are just easier than others. I can't see my life without my child cat. I'm learning what like life means now without her, and it's strange after 9 years, you know. Sending you hugs and love, Dutch. So sorry about Corn. My heart breaks for you. I have a 7-year-old dog who's my best friend, and I dread losing him. Thank you, Lies. Or Lise, I don't know how you say it, but thank you. And just give your doggy as much love. Don't think about it in terms of like, oh, like, what am I gonna do when they're gone? Just be happy you have them now, you know? Also love the topic of this live. Thanks for spreading awareness. Hell yeah. Thanks for caring. I still have a corn painting I want to gift you eventually. Just waiting till I have extra money to send it to you, but I still have it for now. Thank you, Celeste. That's really sweet. Hey, Amy. What's your opinion on the scripted and unfair Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul fight, knowing well Mike fainted at the airport and had back pain and knee pain, and he's 58 years old? I didn't really keep up with that. I didn't really watch it, so I don't really have anything to say about it. I just think that anything that celebrities are doing, I think is shady. Like, I don't care like what celebrity it is or what they're doing. I just think that a lot of time, right, there's a lot of times there's always something going on behind the curtain. So yeah, I also think a lot of it is just like a distraction or ritual, because you know, I am a very spiritual person, so I see something like that and I see it as more of like a ritual, right? Because you're like beating each other up and spilling blood, and like that's kind of like what that can be used to like summon different spirits or energies or entities. Subbed. Thank you. I hope you enjoy the content. I give my cat everything. He is my everything. I wish to see him soon. I can't wait to hold him again. The 3 weeks will feel like 3 years. Yeah, you hold him like a little baby. I know, Cornica was very spoiled, and when she would sleep on the ground, you know how cats like really lay out all like, they get super floppy. That's the funny thing about cats. Like, the difference between cats and dogs is like cats are they're like slinkies, and dogs are just stiff like a cow. They're just like stuck. Well, not all dogs, but a lot of dogs are just freaking stuck in the shape of a square. But when I'd pick her little slinky body up, I would have to like, she was so small too. Like she lost a lot of weight towards the end because she was having a thyroid issue, which that's why she got so sick so fast, because it wasn't diagnosed quickly enough before it really took a toll on her. But she was so little. She was like maybe like 7 pounds by the end, and I would scoop her under her neck like a newborn, and I would lift her by like her armpits and hold the back of her head up like a newborn and put her over my shoulder and pat her like a little baby, because she was just such a baby. Ask Jesus to bring her back. You'll see her again. I will. I know. I already got the message that she's coming back as one of my children. So I'm not going to say too much about that, because I know that there are people who like don't wish me well. So I'm not going to go into too much detail about that, but she will be back. Thanks for saying that. It's a synchronicity. She's always been a little fighter spirit. I know. No other cat can fill your cat's place. That's what I'm like, that's what I'm processing right now, is that like getting other cats doesn't mean I'm like replacing her. It just means I'd be like giving another cat or cats a chance at life, you know, just like I give Cornica a chance at life. So it's just hard, you know, it just sucks. It's absolutely still fresh. Take your time. Thank you. I expect Pluto and Aquarius energy will be lighter. Let's hope so. I'm praying so. Wipe those tears off. You are the best, strong person to see. Thank you. You want to see my cat? Someone said, show your cat. My cat's in a box. I showed it in one of my readings. I was like, this is Corn now with her ashes. I'm not going to get up and go get her ashes. Hi, you're so beautiful. Thank you. Apparently, it looked like Jake Paul was the planned winner, but people are also talking now about Mike Tyson's SA allegations or something. I'm not sure. Jeez. That's a lot going on there, huh? I have no clue. I have no idea. Hey, Teresa. It's almost Sagittarius season. Dude, there is going to be a weight lifted once we step into Sag season, and I can just be a doofus old clown again, and I can just be my like jester self and just enjoy the Sagittarius energy. Corn as a child is going to be an amazing upgrade for her, and I'm sure she would love to see you with another cat too. Yeah. Thanks, Celeste. You know what she said, which I'm talking about her so much, one, because I've thought about her when I woke up, but two, because she's obsessed with the singing bowl. Like, she loved the singing bowl when she was still alive, and she would sing. She would meow, and she would knead, and she would sing. So, because we're doing the singing bowl, I know her spirit's going to be here. But that is one of the things her spirit told me she's most excited about. Like, she's excited to come back and play the singing bowl and to eat people food. Towards the end, she kept trying to steal people food, I think because her thyroid was just going crazy and I didn't realize it. But she tried to eat my mother's Italian, like, pasta sauce, which is my nanny's recipe. So it's like an old Italian recipe, and she would always be trying to steal my freaking pasta, and I was like, you really are a little Italian kitty. Thank you for saying rest in peace. Your familiars, when they pass, stay with you the rest of your life. I love that Corn would be a little ringleader to the new cats for you. It feels right. Thank you. Thanks, Teresa. Hi from Ireland. Hi, Gary. Hazel, oh my god, I love the tattoos on your hand. Thank you. I got them all over me. I'm gonna do a tattoo tour eventually. I only make mediators people who I know, like who I know from, like Lizzie's my secretary, so she's a moderator. Teresa is also like one of my helpers with my business. So I don't, thank you for offering, but I only make them people I know because I just have to do only people I know. Hi, Romina. Thank you for all you do. So much love your way. Thank you, Romina. Girl, it's time to shine. Hell yeah. On that note, let's do this. So I'm gonna say like a little prayer, and then it's not gonna be too long, but then we'll get into the singing bowl. So all you guys gotta do is sit back and relax, and let's see if I can get this propped up in a way that it doesn't fall down. Sorry guys, don't throw up because I'm like moving this all around. Trying to get this stable. Also, those of you who did the astral situation last night, like, please get rest today. I woke up and I was like trying to do stuff. Like, I tried to go for a hike and everything, and the entire hike I could like freaking barely breathe. And I'm not like, that never happens when I'm hiking. I could literally feel my heartbeat in my ears. Like, I felt like I hadn't taken a hike in years. And I hike almost every day, and then I was like heavy breathing, and then I had a headache, and I was like, oh my god. And then now I have a headache, but I was like, I really just need rest right now. So make sure if you did the astral meditation last night that you let your body rest, because we did some like really serious work in the astrals, like really serious work. So just be mindful of that. And the thing is, too, a lot of people who did the work that we did last night, a lot of those who were participating also have experienced some sort of like childhood abuse. So like you're even more sensitive and stuff to it. So just like really be gentle with yourself. I'm gonna just watch like a Disney movie and get in bed and like not even feel bad about it, because I just don't feel good. And I also have my period coming, and if I overwork myself before that, I can get like really sick. I love your artwork in the background. Thank you. I made them. This is my cake. This is my cake gnome. He glows in the dark and under black lights, and his beard is made out of cake frosting, but actually plaster, but it looks like cake frosting. And then this is a lady I made, and she has like pumpkins on her head, and sparkles and everything. I'm gonna start making more art again. I've been really wanting to, but it's about to be cold here in Connecticut, so I'm gonna be inside more. It'll also be more art time. Sorry I couldn't make it. I sent you an email. Yes, thank you, Amy. Lizzie did send me the email. I didn't get a chance to respond yet. But yeah, it was intense. It was intense last night. 2 girls blacked out, which they're fine. They're fine. It's just sometimes that happens with like spiritual stuff. Mad props, because it was so helpful to do the hip movement before the astral work last night. I might need to actually stretch out my pelvis, because I'm having a lot of jaw pain. I also was feeling a lot of anger, so like I know that's part of grieving. Like I was super sad like when I woke up that Corn is gone, and then I was mad, and then I was like, when I was hiking, I was like, ugh, I was like stomping, and I was like mad. And I'm like, I want my cat back, but you know, she's not coming back as Cornica. She'll come back in a different form. But anyway, and so my jaw is super tight right now, and your jaw and your So usually if you have tight feet, tight jaw, or tight pelvis, you have like all three, because like your jaw, your pelvis, and your feet are all connected, I guess. So now I think I need to do some stretching maybe before I get in bed. You're gorgeous. Thank you. I feel so cold. Yeah, I feel cold in Connecticut too, but it was actually kind of hot earlier. I don't know about where you guys are in the world, but we're definitely having strange weather here in Connecticut. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. Actually, let's do that together right now. Let's take a minute and let's just do a little self-massage. So let's take a few deep breaths. Maybe the deepest breath you've taken all day. And then I want you to just massage your jaw a little bit. Oh my god, my jaw freaking hurts. Oh my. Got some knots in there. Jeez. Oh boy. Wow. I need to do more of this off camera. Okay, so just do a little massage. We can also do some tapping. So tapping activates your parasympathetic nervous system. Your parasympathetic nervous system is what takes you out of fight, flight, freeze, and submit. It's what gets you back into a regulatory emotional state. So you can do a little bit of tapping. I like to do it on my chest because I get really, my muscles get really tight on my chest. Around my shoulders. I'm gonna do a little self-massage. Oh, my shoulders are freaking golf ball knots. Damn, tell me you've not been paying attention to your body without telling me. Like, I feel like I've just been out of my body all day. I didn't even realize how freaking tight I am. Oh my gosh. No wonder I have a headache. Oh my god, it's like freaking cement. Ugh. Did a nice thing for myself and I booked a reflexology appointment, which always helps me because I have so many knots in my feet. In my Jesus feet, as I call them, because you know how they used to wash Jesus's feet? So I call them my Jesus feet because they just get all knotted. Oh man, maybe roll your head out. Whatever feels good. Don't hurt yourself. Just do what feels good. And you can also tap, you can do like light fists, and you can tap like on your ribs and your stomach. You can do down your arms, that's really good. Whew. Remembering to breathe. Now another good tapping spot for emotional regulation, take your hand like this, and you do like right, where your rib cage starts, like under your armpits, and you'll feel that like the muscles are tight there. Remembering to breathe. You double Pisces girl with your feet. Exactly. My Pisces moon and rising. That's why I always say my frickin' Jesus feet. All right, let's take another deep breath. Benevolent guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Yeshua, Baal, Ra, Yemaya, Cornica, and God's source. I humbly come to you today on behalf of myself and those watching this in real time and those watching this after, and those who are survivors of child sexual exploitation, abuse, and violence, and those who are still suffering from it, those who have been lost, and anyone who's been affected by this, as in friends, family, parents, anyone who's been affected by this. A very serious issue. I just come to you today, Source. God, I come to you and just say, please move through me. Please move through my words and my healing. Please move through my singing bowls. And I call upon Yeshua, Jesus, as well, as the universal healer. Please bathe them in light and peace and healing and love. As they say, send your little children to me. About Jesus, I send these souls to you, those of us who have experienced it as children and are adults now, those children who are still little but they're survivors, and those who are still stuck in it. I just give them to you, Source. I give them to you, Yeshua, and any other benevolent spirits that want to help, ancestors or angels, guides, like Cornica or other lost pets, lost loved ones, benevolent lost loved ones. I ask please that you completely clear and heal this frequency. And I'm feeling really emotional today. I know a lot of other people are probably feeling really emotional today, considering what this day means, not just to humanity, but to the earth in general, because we are all people of earth, right? We all belong to the earth, to Mother Gaia, and I know that Mother Gaia weeps for her children, those who are stuck in these terrible situations, those who are trafficked, those who are abused. And I just call for peace and unity and love and healing. And I ask please that you move through me as I play these singing bowls, and that you heal me as much as you heal those watching and those that this live is for. And I ask please that Cornica's spirit come through and help us with this. I pray all of this with the purest of hearts and the best of intentions, only ever for the highest and greatest good of myself and all those watching, the highest and greatest good of humanity, and the highest and greatest good of this universe. Amon Ra Ashe Namaste, by the power of three, smote it be. Always works, always a blessing. All right, let's do this. All right. energy come on back into your body. Remember to breathe. Take a drink of some water. Hi, Indigo. Glad you could make it. It was pretty intense last night, so good to get some singing bowl. Hey, Divinity fam. Melly says, wow, with one of those cute little emojis. Thanks, Melly. I know you love the singing bowl just like corn. Hey, Divinity fam. I don't know about y'all, but I had some crazy dreams last night. Much love and peace. I definitely had crazy dreams last night as well. For real. And I woke up to Cornica. I said that at the beginning of the video, but yeah, she was on one of the spots she loved to hang out in. Howdy crew, Morg in the Void. Hey, howdy crew, sending love and love to everyone here. Now seems to be a very challenging time, so I'm wishing us all the absolute best. Amen. Thanks, Morg. I had my purple and blue ones going as well. Well, thank you. We're getting that good throat chakra and third eye chakra along. These were solar plexus and sacral chakra, yellow and orange. So yeah, that's what I have for you guys today. I'm about to go freaking, well, honestly, smoke some weed. If you want, I can just smoke some weed with you guys. Wow, conveniently, this is right next to me. I think the bowl is, that's my weed bag. I think my bowl's in my room, but, yeah, let me grab that. And if you want to light up with me, you are totally welcome to. Yes, crazy dreams too. That was beautiful, Nikki. Thank you. I was taken away to a beautiful, relaxing place to regenerate. You're welcome. I'm glad I could do that for you. Hello, Rafiq. Yeah, let's smoky smoke. Yeah, we deserve it. Let me get my bowl. Guys, send me positive energy because I kind of want those little kittens now. Like, I kind of have my heart set on them now. Those little kittens. Alright. What's in here? My grinder? Okay, my weed's right there. Perfect. They're, what are they called? Scottish folds? Right, Lily? Or not Lily, sorry. That's one of my family members' names. Lizzie. A really cute video came up of Lily. That's probably why, because last year we were at, like, the church bazaar, and they made little, gingerbread houses, her and, her brother, and, they're getting older now. I won't give too much information about them. They are, they're getting older now. They're still little kids, but they just looked so cute making those gingerbread houses. Like, it was just so cute. She looks so small, and she's a very tall girl, so she's always kind of looked older than her age, so it was really cute to see that video of her looking like a little kid again. You look like my first girlfriend. Oh. Hey, do you have a Scottish fold as your picture? Because if that's not a synchronicity, I don't know what is. Your first girlfriend must have been a very lovely lady, if I do say so myself. How are you? I'm good, thanks. I got a bit of a headache and a stiff bod, but other than that, I'm just making it work. She dumped me for a flute player? Yo, I'm sorry about that. This lore. Was it Lizzo? Did she dump you for Lizzo? Just kidding. I'm sorry. You know what your revenge should be? You should learn to play the jazz flute like Ron Burgundy and frickin' tear it up like Ron Burgundy, and then you just come in, like you go crash one of their dates with your, like they go on a date at a restaurant, and you're like, they're like, live music tonight, jazz flute by Heavy Duty, and you just like get on stage and you frickin' tear it up on the jazz flute, and then everyone's like, oh my god, and then she's like, take me back, and you're like, I will not take you back, I'm a famous jazz flute player now. Hey Robin, I just realized I haven't said hi. Hey girl. I'm happy to see you here. Thank you. I wanted to say thank you for your comment the other day. Like, you commented on one of the videos that was making people who don't listen mad, and you were like, I can smell the butthurt from a mile away, because people will not wait to listen to everything you have to say. They will jump to conclusions, and you were correct. So thank you for the support amongst the butthurt. It was much appreciated. I hope things are going good for you. Ooh, I just gotta chill. What are you married? In my mind. Just kidding. No, I'm not married yet because I don't like anybody. I don't like anybody enough to get married. I mean, I want to get married, but when I find the right person, I'll let you know. Maybe I'll find a nice flute player. Just kidding. Thank you for the singing bowl. The aqua lunge. Yeah, no, dude, the frickin' jazz flute. Thank you for the singing bowl. I always love it. I've been really enjoying communing with the Divinity fam. Spirit still has me stuck in my hermit box. I totally get it. I've been really appreciating you guys too, because it's just been nice to be around people with the same interests, you know, and the same focus. Girl, that's wild. I get chills as a tick. Oh, that's also crazy. Was kidding about the flute player, by the way. Well, you just ruined my whole master plan. You should go. You should do that anyway and just become the world's best jazz flute player other than Ron Burgundy. No one can really take his place. Think you're very nice. Thank you. I try. I really try. Cheers. Is your photo like a Scottish fold cat? Because it looks like it. Just the little ears. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm just waiting on an email about those little cute little kitties. But you know, it's not all a loss. I've got my goldfish named Oscar. I rescued him. I was at a fair. Guess what, guys? Something great happened. I have something positive New Earth news. So I went to the fair 2 years ago, and they were giving out fish as a prize, and me and my friend Emily were very much animal lovers. Like, we really care about animals. And so we get to the fair and we see all these kids like running around like frickin' what's her name, like Darla or whatever from Finding Nemo, when she's shaking up the fish in the bag. We see all these kids running around with the fish like that, and like it was just a nightmare. And we're like, wait, they still do that? Like, that's allowed? Like, I wouldn't think that would be allowed in 2023 at the time, because it was last year. And so we were very disturbed, and then we went to go get some sausage and peppers, because, you know, I'm an Italian lady at a fair. If I go to a fair, I'm gonna get frickin' sausage and peppers. So we're standing in line, and there's just this little golden fish that someone threw him in the garbage can, but he had fallen out, so he was like on the side of the garbage can, and his bag was flat, and he was like baking in the sun, and he was like gasping for air because his water was so thin because the bag had fallen over. And we're just standing there, and we're like, dude, like, what the hell? We can't just let this fish die. So I grab him, and we're carrying him around, and we're like, wow, this just put like a damper on our night. Not because we don't like the fish, but because like now we have a living thing that we have to consider. Like we can't go on rides. There's like a lot we couldn't do. But then luckily one of my friends from high school was there, and she was super kind, and she was showing cows. So she's like, oh, just like leave him with me. I'll watch him. And then you don't have to worry about him. And so then we got to go have a nice night. And then I take him home. I give him, lucky for him, he found the girl who like owns fish. So I already had a tank, a filter, all that stuff. I put him in there. He has a happy life now, and his name is Oscar, like Oscar the Grouch, because I found him in the garbage can. But anyway, the good news is that you can't sell live animals as like a prize anymore at the fairs. So like that's literally illegal, and they can't do that. And I was like, yes, because it was not good. It wasn't good. There was like just living fucking fish just like everywhere, getting a like not being treated properly and not treated like a living being. So that's some New Earth good news. And then I have lunch. My little blue fish, he's a beta, and then my 3 snails that live with Lunch, but nobody can live with Oscar because Oscar will try to eat them. He's gotten like 4 times the size of when I got him and found him in that can. And then my other fish, it was very sad, Fluff, he got an infection and I was giving him antibiotics. He wasn't taking to the antibiotics, he was suffering. So I had to put him down. This is a fact that can be maybe helpful to someone. If you need to put down your fish in a humane way, you take 7 to 10 pieces of clove, you boil it in water until the water is like brownish yellow, and then you take your fish, you wait until the water cools down, cool it to room temperature so it's not like really uncomfortable for the fish. And then you take your fish, you put it in the water, and it makes them numb. And then it also makes them pass away. So they have a painless euthanation if it's necessary. So I had to do that like a week after corn, and I was just like, what the fuck? Like I was really, my heart was broken. I didn't mention it though because I don't know. It's just like I was still processing everything. But anyway, my 2 snails still live in there. They definitely, not to sound rude, but they seemed happier once Fluff was gone. They were like, yeah, this is our tank now. Cheers. I love you. Thank you. What am I studying? Life. I don't know. Right now I'm learning how to do beading. I want to learn how to sew soon. I want to learn Italian. I'm hoping once we have this planetary transit, it's, I just hope it makes us all feel better. Most kids who win or are given a fish in a bag end up killing their fish. Literally. It's sad and irresponsible. Thanks for saying that good news. Yeah, of course. I was very happy by that. Yeah, there's a frequency too. So like when you're sensitive like we are, where you're like empathic and you can feel it, or you're just straight up psychic, like it changes the whole frequency of the fair, because it's like there's just like suffering, dying fish everywhere. And it's like if you feel people, you're already feeling all the energy of the mixed bag of people that are at the fair, and then all like in close proximity, and then you're feeling also too people drink there, so you're feeling whatever spirits are lurking around waiting to hop in and drunk people. And then you're also feeling like people get like, you know, with like rides and shit, it's like that adrenaline rush and it's like that dopamine hit. So it's like there's so much you're already feeling at a fair, and I like fairs for that reason because I do enjoy immersing in the energy and the frequencies. But it screwed up the whole frequency of the fair, because take all of that I just said that's already hyper overstimulating, and then add dying tortured fish to it, and it's like, no. And they're just scattered throughout the entire fair because people are just carrying them around, shaking in their bags. Yes, also praying that people stop selling betas in the shitty cups. Yeah, that's how I rescued my beta. My beta was in a frickin' cup. The easiest pet for a kid is a plant. Haha, that's true. Hamsters and fish are really not beginner pets for irresponsible people. Absolutely, especially because of how hamsters are frickin' escape artists. Plus, fish are sensitive. Nobody frickin' tells you that it's like you have to figure out the exact perfect formula for betas. Like betas are marketed as like a frickin' like easy fish, and they're not. Like they need certain like they need air. They need the air filter because they can't just breathe water. They actually need to breathe air as well. They need a bigger tank than what's like generally recommended. What's generally recommended is not humane. And sorry, I keep like looking over. It's because I'm looking at my fish. And then also too, like you fuck up the water, you can fuck them up. It's just, there's a lot to fish, and people act like it's so easy. Yeah, and then hamsters, they'll just like get out of the cage and like go in the wall, and then you're like, they're just like living in your wall. That's happened to so many people I know. Like that is not that's not something I want at all. I also am just not a huge like small animal person like that. Like it would scare me to have a fuzzy like breakable, like that just feels breakable, you know? You know what I mean? Like, it just feels like I don't want to step wrong. I don't want to, it's a little too fragile for me. Cornica is already fragile because she's like under 10 pounds. But like something that's this big, that's a tad bit too fragile for me. Rodents are all nocturnal too. Yes, I'll tell one last story and then I'm going to get going. When I was in college, Doobie, he had a room. Okay, so there was this, where I went to school, there was 3 freshman dorms. So there was one that was brand new and it was like really nice. And that's the one that I got into. And I totally think I think my soul chose that, because even though I was separated from my friends, I was happy because it was a very short walk, but also it was like super clean. Everything was brand new. And I need a lot of alone time. So I was in like Fairfield, which was like the rich, like preppy dorm of like the nicer one. I just ended up there randomly. And then all my friends were in Litchfield, and it was called Dirty Litch. And that's where Commune was started, which is where, you know, I got the nickname Duchess from my friend Doobie, who started Commune and Doobie Nation, which we've talked about. But so he had one room. He had a room, and he had a roommate named Glenn. And we all had the Doobie Nation thing, and we would all just pile into their room, and there was probably like 10 of us, 8 to 10 of us in commune, and we adopted a hamster, and we named it Agador Spartacus because, well, Doobie adopted a hamster. We were not supposed to have it, but Doobie and Glenn were always breaking the rules. Dude, always breaking the rules. And yeah, so we adopted this hamster, and I was scared of it because my mom was always scared of like small rodent animals and cats. So I actually grew up terrified of cats and rodents. And Doobie used to say to me, "Oh, you're a cat woman, Duchess. You're gonna love cats one day. You just don't know it yet." And I did. It was true. But yeah, so he adopted Agador Spartacus. And we would all be like 10 people in this one little dorm passing around Agador. And yeah, because it's the butler from The Birdcage, which was Doobie's favorite movie, and that was always playing. He had like one of those big back TVs and like DVD player. I think it was one of the big back TVs that big back TVs that had the VHS built into the bottom. You know, the like VHS player, and then you put the DVD player on top. So we'd be freaking always playing The Birdcage. And yeah, Agador, I was so scared, but I held Agador and I overcame my fears. But it kept them up all night. Like Agador would just be on the wheel all night long. All night long. And also this other funny joke was, so I was like the fashion girl, and because I was just like, I literally like was like so inspired by Lady Gaga, and I would just wear like really intense fashion all the time. I looked good, but it was like intense, and people knew me for it at that age when I was there. And Doobie's roommate Glenn had the worst shoes, like the worst shoes, and we like staged an intervention, and I was like the head of the intervention, and I was like, these shoes are not acceptable. Why do you have the ugliest shoes? We're a well-dressed friend group, you're throwing us off. And he was like, these shoes are comfortable. He was so offended. And then Doobie just didn't wear shoes. He just never fucking wore shoes, ever. He was just a barefoot guy. All the through winter as well. He didn't feel the cold. We were the opposite, because I'm always cold. But yep, so that's my story about a hamster. I guess it was a lot of other stuff too. Even cats are escape artists. Yes, my cat Noelle managed to get into my vents one day. Oh my god, and I had to rescue her. Have you heard about too, like, this just made me realize, like, when cats go into the couch? Have you ever had that? Because now I'm like, if I'm gonna bring some freaking kittens into this house, that's like a thing. They'll like go in the fucking couch. Ugh. I forgot what it's like having a little baby cat. Baby cats are crazy. Ha 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 ha. How fun. Thanks. Thanks. All right, well, I'm just going to say a thank you prayer, and then I'm going to rest. And I think everyone else, if you can rest, you should rest too. All right, benevolent guides, guardians, ancestors, angels, star family, higher self, Yeshua, Baal, Ra, Yemaya, Cornica, and God Source. I just say thank you for guiding me in this meditation and bringing those who need to see this message. And I just ask, please, that we all leave feeling better than when we began, that you seal all the healing done here today, and that we're able to move forward in the highest frequency for the rest of our day and honor honor what we're supposed to honor today in the kindest way possible for ourselves and those around us, in perfect alignment and light. I pray all of this with the purest of hearts and the best of intentions. Amal Rashi Namaste, by the power of three, so mote it be, always works, always a blessing. Thank you, Dutch. You're welcome. Thanks for coming, guys. And yeah, I don't know when the next time I'll be on YouTube. I got Patreon tomorrow, so I'll see the Patreon girls tomorrow. Well, and guys, because we have Sam now. But yep, I'll see you guys tomorrow on Patreon, and I'll see you guys here soon. But thanks. I love you. Take care. Bye.